Hello, everybody, and welcome to the African Caribbean Tribe and Culture Network. Today, I'm just going to bring to you a comparison on the video with the African Diaspora News Channel and the Black Acres of the Gambian. I think Gambia become an interesting place now with African America. It is a good thing African Americans are going in there, but as well, I know the Gambians. We just try to understand how the Gambians processing this. I know people want to make a change. With us, the diasporans been exposed to different things here. They want to go to Africa and make that change. And a change is not going to happen overnight. It's going to take a little while for change to start occurring. So, having said that, um, let's look at his videos and see what we're going to talk about today with from the African Diaspora News Channel and the Black Acres of the Gambian. Let's go over this.
That's not an Ethiopian or African. I know that much. And then I walked into the other part of the restaurant. They saw that logo on my shirt, and they had the same look, like they was afraid. I'm like, what in the hell is this? It's like they were like, oh my God, the Black Americans are coming now. Oh my God.
Yeah,
Like they was
they
just
are.
petrified of us showing up.
That's right.
That's how they do over here. They take a second look.
That's right. When they hear our voice, like we go out and we do our thing and we talking and showing affection, and you should see how they snap that head around like the Exorcist. If you ever saw the Exorcist when she turned her head around on that bed, oh my God! When they hear our voice, they snap that neck around and stuff, and they look.
Well, I'm just gonna say the words. I know they don't want to say the words. The who would have been talking about, but in Gambian, they call him Tubab. Tubab for Gambians listening, you know exactly what Tubab is, and that's the way I would say it. I'll just leave it Tubab.
And I look,
Wow.
I
They're
can't,
here.
hey, I've trained myself to give direct eye-to-eye contact. And I've trained myself that when I shake your hand, if I have to shake your hand, I'm gonna give you a firm handshake and you're gonna feel the vice. You know what I'm
Right.
saying? And so anyway, a lot of people are like, hey, whoa, you're not from here. But that's what we want to teach. That's what we want to teach at Black Acres of the Gambia. Hey, you know what I'm saying? We don't have to accept derogatory status from inferior people.
Right. And
So when it says inferior people, Gambians need to wake up. This is not just Gambian Asian problem. I know Gambian being a tourist place for so many different people, especially Tubabs, and the reason why they go to come to Gambia, right? So that's what they're talking about. But there's something more interesting I want us to look at because the one thing I like about this video, it's they're trying to create a process or something. And if the African Diaspora News Channel listen to this, um, he's gonna come up and talk about education when I think it's important. And yes, it's important, but you have to do it it has to happen within stage. And I think start developing the diaspora, the Gambian diaspora that maybe left Gambian, come to England, America, working, studying, try to put them together and build up a strategy, a model, and working back to go back to Gambia with African America. I think that's going to help a lot. But I listen to what they say.
from what I'm thinking, man, it just maybe I'm just thinking a little different. I think that we need to go to the continent and set up schools, like re-education schools. Like in other words, educate them. Now, not say they don't know anything. I'm not saying that. I'm not trying to be offensive to them. But I'm saying educate
Right.
them on who they are and what we are as a people, and not allow none of these other groups to come and disrespect you like that. You get what I'm saying? Like when I get to the continent, I'm more like that than I am here. Like, I'm like that here too. That's how I wish you would when I'm over here. I wish you do it in front of me too. Because you can't call 911 in Africa. You can't call them. So please do something.
Right. So pretty much it's what's going on in Gambia. If pretty much people doesn't understand what's happening in Gambia, if you live in Gambia and you see people going in there using girls, abusing people, and they don't talk because exactly what they're trying to say and talk about. You can watch this. You can come to the African Diaspora News Channel, and it's there. They have a discussion with the Black Acres of the Gambians, It's there, and we see it all the time. We're in. Let's just listen for a little bit forward.
Now your audio, I don't know if it's raining there or what have you, but your
When I get over there, more so than I am here. Like I said, I'm like that here too. I'm saying, I wish you would. I wish you would,
right,
especially in the continent, because they can't call 911.
yeah, exactly right, and that happens. And as a matter of fact, now we find some people, not all, we find some people that have more of a tolerance and a preference for devils than us. You know what I'm saying? And we're like, hey, guy, we're Africans. I mean, we didn't actually volunteer to leave if we fell into that category that got captured. Now, if we fell into the category that voluntarily left, then so be it. But we're still African. Now you're gonna accept this devil.
Urugu.
Okay, Urugu. I'm sorry, thank you, babe. You're gonna accept them over me and consider them more of an African than me?
Okay. Let me just come back to this as well with people to understand what they're trying to say. This is not the problem. The problem is it's all over Africa, because when foreigners that doesn't look like us go there, we tend to accept them more and open our hearts and homes to them, because of one thing: we think they have money and they're gonna give us money. It's the problem of poverty. Yes, I know the black acres of the Gambia might be upset about this, but there's something I think we all as Africans and the African diaspora coming to help. I think we need to create a general forum where the Africans that were there came over to England, America to study and relocate and live here now, to create a one piece network so we can able to address all this issue, because this is not just happening in Gambia, it's happening the rest of Africa, and it's a big problem. It's a big problem. It's how we've been brainwashed. And if you go one side, the problem is the West gonna try to keep that country quiet. The Western world gonna try to keep that country quiet, because let's remember, Africa doesn't have, they have riches in the soil and everything, but they don't have the wealth. They don't have people in places to do with this stuff. And the black acres of the Gambian and everything, people coming there, you try to help. But this is a bigger problem, because we know exactly, people living in the Ghana knows it's a different topic. It's gonna be messy with the West and everything.
You're suspect, and I just put
Oh,
them.
okay. So basically, what you're saying is, or what I like to say, you ran into the Africoon.
Exactly right. Exactly right.
Yeah.
And
That's
One guy
awesome.
actually
Hey,
said it was
Africoons exist, and like I said, I got to see it too with some of them, and like I said, but see, I call you out though. I'm not gonna sit up there and put up with it. But okay, so they would sit up there and prefer the Mzungu over their own brother, and these people
exactly
just treat them bad, doing all kind of crap to them. So
Yeah.
now I think Dynasty Mir, shout out to him. He told me a story that one of the Africoons tried to get into it with him about a Mzungu in one of them countries. I'm like, are you serious?
wow.
Yeah. Hey, there's a profound love for them here on the continent, just like in America, just like elsewhere. They're suffering from some type of a mental condition where they just got a love for the oppressor.